Hello, little ones. Would you like to hear a story? I've got one for you. Of dungeons and douchebags. Long ago, the land of Irion was governed by many majestic empires. The humans of the plains, the elves of the forest, the Oreads of the mountains, the Merrow of the oceans, and the kobolds and Okiti taking what was left. But, as is so common amongst all with darkness in their hearts, those who had power would not be satisfied until they had more. War broke out, alliances being made and broken in a second, as the once civilized races slew each other in droves in vain attempts to get one more seat of power. The kobolds, on the brink of annihilation, sought out a new draconic god who would protect them. Instead, they found Jogotha. A powerful and terrible dragon, Jogotha cared not for the suffering of those around him. Taking advantage of the warring continent, Jogotha razed Irion to the ground, seeking to carve a mighty empire in his name. A last desperate alliance stood firm against Jogotha, and after a terrible battle, the dragon was finally slain. With Irion torn apart, and no one in any shape to continue the war, an armistice was reached, and the Great War ended. Now, many years later, Irion has started to rebuild, and the age of clockwork has begun. And our unlikely heroes, gathered first to celebrate a harvest festival, may soon find themselves at the center of another war. Trevlon, the halfling bard.
I don't need sleep. All I need is a good case to follow.
Corellian, the kobold paladin.
I will not make the same mistakes again.
Malifane, the half-elf rogue.
I will find them. I will save them. Actions speak louder than words, boy.
Thavagat, the Goliath barbarian.
I am man of simple tastes. Friends. Drink. Cute little bunnies.
And Momo, the Arakakra cleric.
If we have to fight, we will fight together.
From humble beginnings, these brave adventurers may soon find themselves the key to saving the fallen empires. Last time on Dungeons and Douchebags, Fallen Empires. Arias gave Momo a locket he had kept for safekeeping, an amulet on a gold chain made of pure opal, and locked inside a bright pink-yellow feather. It was magical in some way, but Arias did not know how to activate it. He just knew that Momo should probably have it when the time was right, and there seemed no better time than right now. Continuing onward, our heroes entered the ancient dwarven city that used to be the Forge, but ever since the kobolds took Myrdeal long ago, had been made into King Zokti's throne room. After an epic battle with Zokti, his mages, and his bodyguards, one of the twin mages was slain, but a heavily wounded Zokti turned invisible and got away before Corellian could deliver the finishing blow. With Zokti having fled and his kobold forces being routed, our heroes found a loudspeaker in Zokti's throne, which Snalgu used to announce her return, and that since Zokti had abandoned them, whatever the kobolds happened to do next was up to them. Our heroes then rested inside an old dwarven fort and interrogated the surviving twin. They weren't sure which one he was, however, and didn't seem that eager to figure it out. He informed them that the kobolds were so eager to join Zokti because the Whisperer, who had visited Zokti in his dreams, had plans and a keen interest in reviving a dragon, and kobolds didn't have a dragon ruling over them for 30 years and needed the direction in their life. He also informed them that massive quantities of blackwater, which they used to make Sindrae run, had suddenly stopped, a result of the heroes' adventures in the City of Shimmering Lights and them shutting down the kobolds' oil rig there. Before they could get much more useful information about how to take down Sindrae, the clockwork dragon herself appeared, breaking in the fort's ceiling as our heroes ran for their lives, getting on a mine track and bolting as fast as they could for the Warrens for an advantage. Unfortunately, Sindrae's wings were faster, her oil spray was deadlier, and her flame breath would have been fatal for the whole party, had Arias not cast Warding Bond on all of them, to help them resist the damage, at the cost of taking it unto himself. Looking at Momo in the eyes one last time, and saying how proud he was of how far his apprentice had come, Arias was consumed by the flames and fell to his death. Our heroes grieved, but knew that they would not have much time to do so, for Sindrae would shortly be upon them. How will our heroes defeat the great clockwork dragon? Where has King Zocti gone? Is Momo going to try and charge the dragon and engage in melee with a creature 10 times his height? Because that would be funny to watch, but very, very painful. Find out on tonight's episode of Dungeons and Douchebags, Fallen Empires. Hello, and welcome to Dungeons and Douchebags, Fallen Empires, the show where if there's a conversation happening right after the last time on, sometimes we're just gonna sit here for a minute and just stare and rethink our life choices. I'm your Dungeon Master, Alex, and with me we've got my lovely cast of players. We've got Jojo.
It's a mental breakdown.
We've got Atlas.
Thanks, man, you too.
And we've got Walrus.
Be sure to eat your unripened bananas, kids. I take banana. I realize it is not ripe. I think this could be a bit. I regret choice. Oh.
Green bananas are the best, don't at me.
I mean, they're great, except when you eat the skin.
That's a you problem.
You did that to yourself.
That
you
was
dumb-
100% preventable.
Was it worth it? I think you laughed, therefore yes.
Blue bananas are the best.
Also, I was having trouble peeling it off anyway, so now it's done. It's fixed.
I hope you get that weird texture on your teeth.
Oh, I do. Oh God. Ugh.
Allegedly, we will also have a Phil. He is in transit, so who knows when that is going to happen.
He'll get here, pretty shortly.
All right. In the meantime, this is the last week that points will be tallied for Camp Streamix. What is Camp Streamix, you ask? If you've watched us for a couple of weeks, you should know by now. But if you haven't watched us for a couple of weeks, the main streamers of Internet Remix, me among them, are competing to see who can get the most points. Giving bits is one of the way to get points, and this is the last day you'll have to give bits to Team Fallen, my team, and make us win the stream stick. It's a stick covered in glitter.
Best team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah, there is that to look forward to, and soon we won't have this little Fallen Empires icon or Team Fallen icon in the top right corner. What will we do with our lives then?
Keep playing because it's fun.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but it won't be with that little watermark there. Oh, no!
I think one of my toes will fall off. I'm not sure which. That's about it.
I mean, that might be a result of the banana, is the thing.
Oh, that's
yeah,
true. I did do that. Whoops.
You big stinky.
Yeah, I'll accept that.
You smelly old Willy, you ate an underripe banana. Now you're gonna lose a
With the
toe.
skin
That's how
on.
it works.
That's how it goes. I get cursed for that.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, when last we left our heroes, they were having a great time. Arias died.
Yeah, that happened, and that sucked, to put it mildly.
I don't want to think about it.
Yeah. That's basically the only way we're going to continue this, so, yeah.
I want you to keep in mind that for the Fallen Empire's characters, it was a couple of minutes ago. For us, it was a week ago.
So we've had time to process it. They may not have.
Probably not. They also had barely enough time to process, because there's a big old robot dragon coming out after them. And because the art for the robot dragon is so good, I'm just going to show it on stream again.
Look at that.
Yes.
Beautiful bitch.
Art's great.
I knew you were going to call her a bitch.
She is! I hate
She is.
her!
She's a chromatic dragon, so fair.
Fair.
I'll piss on her wife. I'll give her.
All right.
Anyway.
Thank you very much for the bits, Anathema.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay. And having gotten this far along the mine tracks, I believe the plan was to go into the warrens because the narrow tunnels would give you an advantage over Sindrae since she can't fly through them.
Yeah, that was the plan.
Alright. Let me drag you guys over here. Whee! As you sit and gather yourself, and Momo, your tears start drying and falling on the amulet starts glowing. Momo, make an Arcana check.
Okay. Arcana?
Arcana, yes. Okay. You're not attuned to the magic of the amulet just yet, so you don't know what it does. However, it does seem to be reacting to your distress, Momo. You are healed up, and you get 2 spell slots back of any level you choose. You are healed to full.
Whoa!
Whoa, what?
That's pretty freaking good.
It's pretty nice.
I feel blessed. I feel better, and I'm very confused. What just happened? Also, I would like to heal, level, I'll just do them myself.
You should maybe save that.
Yeah,
You should maybe save that.
if you're thinking about healing me, mate, don't. It's okay. I'm alright.
No, I want to heal, my spell slots.
Yeah, which spell slots Momo's bringing back up,
just-
not hit
I
point healing.
see.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Uh-huh.
okay, don't worry. I hold the amulet in my hands, and I'm still just not okay from all of that. So I don't really focus on it. I'm more focused on the plan of killing this dragon.
Speaking of which, Zut says, what's the plan now?
Good question. Snaugu, is there a place in this cabin where we could possibly cause a cave-in and just crush the shit out of her?
Do you doubt kobold engineering that much, buddy?
No, I don't. That's why I'm asking you if we find a place that can.
Yeah, that's gonna be unlikely. Also, don't do that. We live here.
Yeah.
Fair. Yeah.
Well, is there a place where she tends to enter the warrens?
Well, given that she pursued us down a minecart track and it led directly here, I would say directly behind us. Pretty soon.
Well, let's fucking move.
Roll initiative.
Oh no!
Oh boy. Also, Phil's here.
Also,
I think
Phil
he's
is
just-
here.
I think he's just getting in, but yeah. Okay.
I've got Alpine, by the way.
Cool. Alright. Yeah!
That's 12. Trevlon. Nice.
Trevlon is ready to frickin' go.
Ready to boogie.
They're grooving.
Okay. I believe that's everyone, so, Trevlon.
Everyone, up or down?
Down.
Got it. And Trevlon starts moving down the way.
Alright.
This to over here. He would also...
Corellian is saying stop. Is he saying stop to Thavagath going up, Daddy, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
In that case, continue going.
Continue going. Stop, Phil. Right, and I would also, since I can't really, attack anything yet, I would like to roll perception to see if there's anything of notice that could be useful in these caverns.
Okay.
Would that be a thing?
Yeah, sure. Roll survival.
Survival. Yerk. Nice.
You trip and fall flat on your face when looking up to see, alright, can we cause a cave-in here in this home of kobolds? BAM!
I think the caves hate me now.
Yeah. Snalgoo just turns, stares at you, and sighs, shaking her head, before she's gonna take the dash action and go! Just frickin' bolt for it. Around the corner here. Whee! Thavagath. You feel a chaotic energy in the air. Draw a card.
Oh,
We're carrying over one from last session, too, so there's gonna be 3 of these in total.
Phil says yay.
Phil says yay.
And presents.
And presents.
Can we see that? What
Yes.
even is that?
yes!
My boy!
The lad!
You
Yes,
hear a
finally.
yelling dwarven cry from somewhere down the tunnels. And then, the mountain man steps into view. Right! Who's ready to fuck shit up?
Yes!
Hey mate, we're fighting a dragon. You want to help?
Fuck yeah, dude!
Fantastic. Stick with us, and we'll kick its ass. Excellent. Or you could, do you? I trust you. You'll be fine.
All right, good plan. Thavagath, it's still your turn.
Shit.
Shit, says Phil.
Says Phil.
Thavagath, go and run.
Here he go and listen.
Momo.
I'm gonna book it,
Okay.
and I'm gonna fly. What is that?
You, I think,
Hold on,
chose a drawing tool.
Apologize. I'm gonna yeet.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna do.
The perception check, by the way, listening, you can hear a quickly approaching boom, 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 Thavagath. That does not sound good. Corellian.
Yeah, I'm gonna trust Snalgoo and follow and do a big old dash, so moment. Oh my god, I'm a fool. I'm sorry. I'll put you back, I promise. I make it to about here.
Alright. Great. Thavagath makes an audible, oh no. Malphane.
I'll say.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah. I'll say Malphane probably does the same thing and follows us down.
Great.
Actually, he'll probably. He won't take the full amount of his action. He'll probably stay here since Treblon is kind of behind a lot. Okay, yeah.
Alright.
Ooh, actually, can you ready an attack to attack Sindrae if she comes into view?
Yes. Okay. Zutzag's also going to book it. Mountain Man is going to get ready to bust some shit up. And then, it's not Cheblon's turn. You hear boom, boom, get louder, and a spray of rubble fills the entryway as Sindrae just knocks aside rock walls and emerges.
Oh god, Trevlon, run!
Oh god! Alright.
Can I make that attack now?
Yeah, go ahead, go for it!
Nice!
That's a hit.
Cool. Mountain Man's within 5 feet, so I'll add sneak attack with that. Cool.
Alright. Malphane fires a pot shot off at Sindrae as the Mountain Man goes to attack her with his mighty dwarven axe.
Good man.
Ooh, he does a lot of damage on that blow, but Sindrae just looks more irritated than anything. So, she is going to look, see everyone running in one direction, and laugh. Let me actually get to the Sindrae voice changer.
Yes.
You hear the crackle of electricity, and I'm going to need everyone who ran south to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no. Oh no.
Snellgoo failed.
Snellgoo gets a +4 from me.
Yeah, she rolled a 2 before her bonus. Snellgoo failed.
No.
Same with Zutzag. Okay.
The last one was from Malafane. Carlian failed.
Cool. Alright. So did everyone except, Trevlon and Malafane. Lightning soars down the tunnel, curving around the straight path, and strikes everyone dead on. I need to double check how much damage Lightning Breath does, because I know it's a lot. Oof. This is going to hurt.
Oh no. For everyone?
For everyone except Malafane and Trevlon.
Okay, I'm downed. Carlian's downed.
Snellgoo is also downed as lightning strikes her in the back. Thabagath tanks it with his Mighty Stone's endurance. And Zutzag is looking really bad off. So that's 3 plus whatever your constitution modifier is that you reduce the 60 damage by. Okay, cool. So you only take 53 lightning damage, Thabagath. Trevlon and Malafane would take half of that, so 30.
Malfane's gonna uncanny dodge that.
Can he?
Hits you with an attack.
I'm not sure if that applies to things that require saving throws.
Okay, that's fair. Sorry, how much damage?
30. Alright, Trevlon!
Trevlon?
Trevlon!
I'm alive. Sorry.
Okay.
If I was to move here, Alex, would I be able to reach Snellgoo and heal her?
With a ranged spell? Probably.
Right, okay. Snellgoo can heal people, right? Can she? Can she? Oh, screw it. I will instead rush to where Thav is, and I will cast heal. I will cast Healing Word on Momo and stabilize them, and I will yell to Thav, try and heal Corellian if you can. We need to get all these people on their feet and moving. We can't stop. So, this is my last spell. Healing Word on Momo for 7.
Great. Momo, you wake up. You smell flash fried.
Thank you.
That fell off the table for Snellgoo's death saving throw. That's 1 failure for Snellgoo.
No!
Thabagath!
Thav's gonna pick up Momo.
Great. You can get to about there carrying someone else, actually, just right of Corellian. Yep. Cool. And then, Thav is going to lay hands on Corellian and use druidic powers to heal him up. Rage does not apply to cure wounds. That's just a thing that happens, so Corellian's, awake with 5 hit points. Yeah.
4 damage.
4 damage. Yeah.
Bill,
Just
shut the fuck up.
stab again, punching Corellian's face, and as he heals him.
Please don't, actually.
Please don't. We need to live.
All right, Momo, you've been carried, so you're about there.
I want to cast. Gosh, where is it? Scorching Ray at Sindrae.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
You can use
Yes.
Scorching Ray up to 3 times.
I forgot about that. Ooh, okay.
The first 2 Scorching Rays hit.
Come on.
Dunk! Dunk! The fire slams
God.
against Sindrae's chest, and she just looks more amused than anything.
Oh, God.
What else are you gonna do with your turn?
Nothing. There's nothing I really can do.
Ah,
Run,
here's something
run.
you can't do! Run! Offers
Run.
up that
Okay.
side. Alright, you have a
Actually, no, wait. I want to heal Snoggu.
You can't, you already cast a spell!
Okay, that's my turn then.
Your flight speed is 50, so that's 10 squares you can move.
That's... Okay.
Try and keep us in sight so you can maybe not, let us die.
Happy?
There we go.
There we go. Corellian!
Right, now that I'm up and awake, I am going to immediately use Lay on Hands on Snalgu to the effect of 3 hit points
Alright.
to get her up and going, and then I am going to help her to her feet if I can.
I will say, yeah, that'll count for half your movement to get someone up
Cool.
from being prone.
Awesome, and then in that case, I will move along to the extent of my ability. Yeah.
Cool. Alright. Snelgoo coughs as she slowly gets back up, sees the situation. Well, shit, that was a terrible plan.
Got any better ones?
Malifane!
Alright, Malifane is probably going to make another attack with his bow, because why not? He can do.
That is a miss. The shot goes just a little bit wide of Sindrae's body as she prepares to pounce, hitting a cave wall.
Alright, in that case, he is going to get the heck out of there. Let me just do. I'm just counting to see how far he can go with his cunning action. Okay. He'll go. Yeah, he'll go about here, since we're all running.
Alright. It is now Zutzag's turn. He is going to see a rickety-looking bridge above him and an upper series of tunnels, and is going to try and climb up to get up there. That is a success. Zutzag calls down, "If she breathes lightning in a line, maybe split up! She can't hit all of us!"
That's not.
Yes. Then he is going to lean over and try and fire a pot shot at Sindrae. That is a miss, so he's just gonna duck down that passageway. Mountain Man is once again going to try and just dig his axe into Sindrae. That is just barely a miss. That is a hit as he manages to slice Sindrae's tail
Nice.
for 9 slashing damage. Okay, that is that. And then it is Sindrae's turn. Her lightning breath did not recharge, so instead, you hear boom, boom, boom. And then...
Bothersome insect. Roasted dwarf sounds delicious.
She's going to spray oil at Mountain Man, covering him in tar. And then she's going to go frickin' hog wild on Mountain Man.
Well, not Mountain Man.
That's a hit to Mountain Man.
No.
That is 13 piercing damage. And 4 fire damage because he's covered in oil and vulnerable to being set on fire. And then you hear BAM! BAM! As she just beats the ever-loving hell out of Mountain Man. That is another long series of damage. Oof! 23 bludgeoning damage to Mountain Man.
Hey.
Yeah. I'm doing great, Mountain Man says as you hear wham! Oh, that was a lamb!
What an insane person.
Mm-hmm. Chevlon!
Alex, if I were to stand here, would I be able to ask Thavagath to toss me up here? Or at least give me advantage getting up?
It would give you advantage, I would say yes, just to get you somewhere.
What would it take for me to get up there again?
Athletics.
Okay, so Trevlon
Heads up over here and says, can you give me some help getting up? And does this. Fuck. Arg.
I will say because Thavagath is so tall, he could just hoist you up so you're clinging onto the edge of the bridge.
Oh, thank you.
Generous DM.
Alright. Snalgoo is going to consider how hurt she is. No, I'm not engaging that damn dragon! Yeet! And run ahead. Thavagath.
Thavagath is going to do something.
What?
We shall find out after these messages.
We will find out. Apparently there is a fire alarm going in the back of Phil's house, so he cannot hear us.
Hence why he is in mine right now.
Oh, he's typing.
Okay, he's outside.
Good.
Okay.
It's your turn!
It's your turn, Thavagath.
Trick. As expected.
Alright. As far as you know, Mountain Man is still alive.
Still alive.
He's
where?
fighting the dragon
He
up
is
top.
currently engaged in mortal combat with the dragon.
Better idea, I'd say, is to not help him and just run.
Yeah, he'll take care of himself. He always does.
Yeah, save yourself. Save yourself.
Alright. Athletics check to get up onto the upper path.
The one thing you're very good at, my boy. Oh, somebody should probably make that
Yeah.
athletic checks for him, shouldn't we?
Yeah, I'll do it. There it is.
Nice.
Yeah.
Big strong.
Thavagath, you just go right up and pull Trevlon up while you're at it.
There we go. You did it.
Yeah. Great. You still have some movement if you want to go down a tunnel.
Yeah, the path splits towards Zetzag on the left. You're kind of on the bridge overlooking the tunnel, and then on the right it also goes.
Yeah.
Right or left?
Trev
Trev
decides.
decides. Walrus, which way?
Left with Zutzag.
Alright.
Alright. Momo, you feel chaotic energies in the air. Draw a card.
Oh no!
Oh, good.
Hooray! My favorite thing to do. Yeah.
Alright, this one is, I believe, the joke. So, because I think this one gives you gold if you tell a good joke, but instead, I don't think that's gonna help you. It'll give healing to the party based on the joke you tell and the audience's reaction. So congratulations.
Oh.
Tell a joke!
Ask me if I'm a truck.
Are you a truck?
No.
What?
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 What the fuck? No.
Everyone heal 6 points of damage. That's the max
Yay!
I would have rolled on a 1d6. I'm not even letting the audience decide. That sucked.
My dad's best joke.
I suppose it's how you tell it that matters.
Mm-hmm. Alright, and then
It's one of
it's
those
still
catchy
your turn,
jokes.
Momo.
Okay, I am gonna book it.
Cool. You can fly, so there's no need for a check to get up onto a higher path.
Yeet.
Great. Corellian.
Right. I'm going to continue my hecking out of the way by continuing to heck. Yeah, I'll use my dash action to go here, and I guess if anyone wants to get up onto the place above us, I'll offer them a boost up if they so choose. Meaning Snalgu. Momo can fly.
Yep. Alright. And then it is Malaphane's turn.
I'll say Malaphane will probably also continue with the whole dashy thing, and he can make it over to where Snalgu is,
Yep.
and I guess he'll have Corellian help him up onto the athletics with advantage, yes?
Yes.
He's good at these.
He's good enough to get up there, yeah.
Cool. And then he will offer... he uses bonus action. I guess he'll ready his action to fire a bolt at anyone, or fire an arrow at anyone who appears that they're going to attack us. Yeah.
Cool. Alright. Zutzag's going to lean around the corner, take another pot shot in Sindrae's direction. That's a hit. So, that's going to deal a fair amount of damage, because Zutzag's gun is amazing.
As he does this, Trevlon says, "Hey, could you possibly pull me out of the line of fire?"
Can't do! Alright, so that is 15 piercing damage to Sindrae. As he does this, you hear a bang and a pew of some clockwork part getting loose, and then the sparks of electricity. Was that good? Did I do something good?
Yes, you did. I think I heard it die a little bit. Small death. It's good, though. It's a little death, but it's a good death. Please drag me in.
Zutzag pulls you over as the sparking gets louder and louder.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then it is Mountain Man's turn.
Oh, bless his heart.
Mm-hmm.
Little guy.
Yeah. Mountain Man's like, oh, you think you can intimidate me by leaking oil onto me and then just shooting shards of yourself everywhere? Well, you can't! I'm gonna hit you twice!
I love him. He's the protagonist of this story.
19 total damage to Sindrae.
Wow, this guy fucking hits like a truck.
Okay. Unfortunately, so does the 20-foot dragon.
Yeah.
Alright. So, you hear another as what's sure to be a massive wave of oil covers the Mountain Man. And then you hear a loud chomp as Sindrae catches him in her jaws. That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. She's gonna probably have to retire for a little bit after this.
Mm-hmm. And then it's punching time. Ooh, yeah, it's hardcore punching time.
Boy.
And then one more loud thump echoes through the chambers as you hear Mountain Man go, "Are you fucking stupid? I'm Mountain Man! I can never die!"
Oh no!
And then you hear boom, boom, boom. Treblon, it's your turn.
Yeah, can Sindrae see us? Does she know we're in here?
Make a perception check.
That's a very good question. Will this count as like a turn, by the way?
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she's definitely coming your direction. She's too far into the darkness for you specifically to see much else other than her looking your way.
Yeah, run. And, Treblon's going to dash 50 feet. So, that's... how many boxes would that be?
10.
Right, 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, that's Thabagath. Whoops! Hey,
That's
buddy.
Thabagath.
So, let me just, yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... And Treblon's going to say, "Take cover in here. There. It's a dead end. It's a dead end."
Zach looks over and is like, "Oh shit." Alright. Snalgoo is going to try to climb up with Corellian's help. That is a success, so she's up here. She is going to move upwards. Whee! Thabagath! Thabagath is currently sliding into my DMs like...
Ooh.
Like, help. There's a dragon, help. Ah.
Assist. Oh, wondrous god.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, he has told me a thing. What is the battle plan, Thabagath?
Is that what Thabagath's asking us?
No. I am asking him what's the battle plan because it's his turn. The suspense is killing me.
I know, right?
As quickly as the dragon's going to kill us, I suppose.
Yeah.
Dramatic violins accentuate the waiting for Thabagath. Oh
The
god!
landlords have arrived. Okay,
Okay, let's executive decision Thabagath then.
yeah, sounds like a good idea. Just as a quick, would it be possible to do something like an insight? Would it be a good idea to take cover in the dead end?
Make a survival check.
Excellent. Please give me a moment.
Sounds like a fine idea to you, Thabagath.
Sounds like a fine idea to him. In that case, he will go on ahead and take some... Yeah, he'll just zoop. Actually, he'll go to here, 5, 10, and he'll use the rest of his movements, sort of like help Treblon along with him around the corner. So 5, 10, 15. So I guess we both get to around there-ish.
Alright. Excellent. Momo.
Ah, frick, gonna keep on running. Keep on running.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna take a turn here. That's a dead end.
That's a dead end!
I changed my mind.
Okay.
There's no bully.
Corellian.
Out of everyone here, Snalgu is probably the one who most likely knows where the fuck she's going, so I am going to stick with her for the time. I'll get to about over here, and I'll quickly ask her which way.
If we keep going east, we should be able to flank her.
Perfect. And then they will use the rest of their dash. They will use a dash action to get to about there.
All right.
Cool.
Malifane.
Malifane will. He'll probably actually. He'll probably follow. He'll follow Corell. Okay, sorry guys, quick. Would Malifane be more likely to go with Momo or follow the other people? Just executive decision.
Honestly, thinking about Malifane's character and how Scott plays him, I think he would follow Momo.
Yeah.
I'm not being biased, that's just what I would...
I just am torn between playing him true to his character and being
smart
tactful about it.
Yeah. I mean... Would you rather
I'm sorry, I'm gonna play smart.
No. Yeah, play smart. Play smart. Do the thing.
In that case, he's going to use his bonus action to dash. I think he can make it to about here. And once more, he's going to ready his attack to fire an arrow at anyone who would, be trying to hurt anyone. Yeah. Okay.
Alright. Zutzag's going to back in here, around where Chevlon is, ready in action to shoot if Sindrae comes over. And as everyone southward piles into the dead end, they hear bang, bang, bang from the eastern wall before it just breaks in on itself and Sindrae pokes her head through the door.
Of course.
Like a mouse in a trap.
Here we go.
Alright, so Sindrae is first going to spray oil from her mouth at everyone in the southern chamber. So Thavagoth, Chevlon, and Zutzag need to make dexterity saving throws.
Come on, you got this.
Zutzag, and dexterity.
Fabigat's not raging, so he doesn't get the advantage thing, I don't think.
No,
Why wouldn't he be raging?
I think danger sense isn't dependent on rage.
Oh, that's... Okay. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. Sorry. 12.
All of you failed! You are now covered in oil! Alright. And Sindrae is going to squeeze through, knock some more rock walls out of the way with her swinging tail. I'm going to say this creates enough of an opening that Malifane can get a shot off.
Awesome! Malifane will take
That's a hit.
Nice!
Cool. Fabigat's been 5 feet, so there goes that sneak.
Alright. Awesome. That is a hit to Sindrae. Zutzag's also going to fire since Sindrae is directly in range because she's right in front of him. That's a hit. For, I believe, that's 16 damage. Alright. And Sindrae just walks through the shots, and those of you who are in the chamber with her can see there are holes in her clockwork frame. Electricity is sparking off, oil is dripping from them, there are like broken brass shards on one side. but she just cackles and is going to bite Thabagath. That is a hit.
Oh boy.
Alright.
Oh boy.
10 piercing damage and 12 fire damage. And as she does so, you instinctively ready your arms to block the blow, but this is a mighty dragon, so you manage to pry her away from you at the cost of your hand, Thabagath.
No!
Wowzer.
Shit, which one?
Yeah, good question.
I'm gonna say left hand.
Alright. Well, fuck. What can I do?
Yep. But pushing it away stops her multi-attack, so other than that, you're safe for now.
Woo!
Trevlon.
Trevlon's gonna book it. He's going to... If Trevlon is trying to speak aloud to try and contact Mr. Fox, would that require a religion check?
Sure.
Okay. So 25 feet this way. So,
You take an attack of opportunity as you run.
Is that really a thing?
Yes.
Jesus.
That's a hit.
I didn't realize that because... Oh, fuck.
Do you want to use an action to disengage and try that again?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Disengage, dash, and I guess, since I can't use a religion check, Trevlon is just going to start, as he runs, panting, Mr. Fox, if you can hear us, save us from this situation in some way, and you can have access to the library.
Make a religion check.
Oh, man. Yes!
Alright. Now draw a card, Trevlon. I'm gonna have this one be free, because why not?
Oh, God, please.
The liar. Okay, I looked ahead at these and I thought, oh god, is this the betrayal? So you're good. You're not going to have to turn against your comrades this time around. However, you see what you're sure is Mr. Fox beckoning you down the lower pathway.
Trevlon yells to the others, down!
Alright.
Remind me what the liar does again?
The liar lies to you.
Cool. Wait a second. Hold on.
Cool. Cool.
Wait a fucking second.
Wait!
No, it's cool, alright? It's cool!
Wait a fuck. No, hold on. We're walking through this together, everybody. We got the liar card.
Okay.
And at that same point, Trevlon sees the Wolfman beckon him.
Right.
Yeah, let's follow the Wolfman. Let's do it.
Trevlon, for the sake of everything that's holy, please,
I'm game.
Not like he has a reputation for being shifty, but I mean, he did save us that one time.
That's the thing, he did save us. That's why Trevlon, I think, would follow him.
Dang,
Well,
God,
Alright.
dumb head.
What the fuck do you mean, dumb head? He literally asked for help and it appeared.
I'm just angry.
Yeah, you can be angry all you want, but I guess we can also be dead as well, so yeah.
You could also be super dead. Alright.
So much fun.
Snulgoo is going to peek around the corner. I'm going to say that directly north of Sindrae there is an opening in which you can see her.
Okay.
Slam a staff down on the ground and send several sheets of fire rolling out towards Sindrae's exposed oil leaking bits. Sindrae unfortunately made the saving throw, so she only takes half of this damage from fire. No, that's a slash, not a period. That's still a lot. That's still a lot.
Me.
Alright, but as she does so, this triggers some internal wires and cores inside Sindrae to snap. shards of metal fly northeast of her, and she takes a little bit more damage as she does so. Thankfully, not impaling Thabagath.
Whew.
Speaking of Thabagath, though, your arm. Goodbye.
Yeah. It's okay. It's just a flesh wound. I've had worse. He's had worse. Come on.
He's the worst. He's killed his family before. It's fine.
No, I mean, shut the fuck up. I meant he died, but that works too.
Yeah.
Well,
That's also true.
Get her!
Don't get her.
Okay.
You'll die. That's what I'm thinking here.
Okay, I've been thinking between one or two things. Either attack Sindrae in her little open wound, or where is it? Which one is it? I think it's either entangle or earth tremor to make the terrain more difficult for us so we can run a bit further. Without being too meta, what do you guys think?
Well, this is the thing. Either way, you're gonna be in range of her. It depends on whether or not you. I'd say if you want to just get out of her way, just disengage and run.
Yeah, because if
If you
you
wanna
spell's
fight
an
her,
action, you can't disengage.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Yeah, disengage and run then, I guess. What do I click? Disengage?
You just say you
don't.
disengage, and that means you don't get attacks of
Anyway.
opportunity against you.
Oh, fancy. And then I got normal movement speed, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm gonna run. Thabagath is gonna run, like holding up his skirt like a scared old lady, and jump onto Trevon's shoulders.
I think you mean the other way around.
And be squealing.
Dunk, dunk, dunk! The weight will knock you both off of the bridge.
That's fine.
Tom and Jerry.
What happened to your hand? What happened to your hand?
Lost it.
Oh,
Momo!
Ah! Okay, so I'm not gonna be dumb, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Alright. You can see Sindrae from there, it's just the dynamic lighting, and I don't want to adjust it on the fly, because that'll fuck everything up.
You're valid. Okay. I am going to, do you guys recommend I should do anything? Or should I,
depends if you can heal people. I think because people
I can!
do that. In my
Okay!
opinion.
Mass healing word. Mass healing word. Do it, you bird.
Do what you word.
Do it!
Do what you bird! Alright. Momo lets out a cry, and everyone is slowly but surely healed of their wounds. Feeling a little bit better as they face down this massive clockwork dragon.
Including myself, or...
Including you. You are included in the area of effect of mass healing word.
Yay.
Wait, hold on. Ooh, shit. I mean, yeah, I can get it.
Okay. You can, in fact, hear Momo, so you're good.
We actually hear him. Fabulous.
Yeah. It works based on if you can hear the caster, and you can. Within
Little
60
bird can
feet.
squawk.
Is that your turn?
Hooray!
Yeah.
Cool. Corellian, you feel chaotic energy in the air. Draw a card.
Oh. Oh my god.
It's him, for real this time.
As you continue running, Corellian, you turn, and suddenly, Mr. Fox is in front of you, holding a cup of tea.
Stinky bastard man.
So how's it going?
Thank you for Sheet Veil. You might want to... Your tea, you might spill it. Corellian is just completely, dazed at this point, and just sort of, waves a hand in Sindrae's direction. We're about fucked.
Most unfortunate. Now, Sheep Veil was your freebie.
Would I have heard Trevlon, like, yell out his entreaty to Mr. Fox?
Yes.
Well, apparently we're offering you access to the library if you will help us defeat Sindrae. The dragon, that one.
Yeah. He snaps his fingers. A roll of parchment unfurls from the air with a quill floating beside it.
Bad vibes, but...
I am going to have words with you later, Trevlon Blue Quill. What, can I roll something to, like, scan this contract really fucking quickly?
Really quickly? Make a perception check.
I understand I'm about to get fucked, but I don't know how bad I'm gonna get fucked.
Basically, the contract is represented by all of you and all the other residents of Baton Rants Hall and allows, aka Mr. Fox, he neglected to provide his full name, with full access to the grounds and any structures therein.
Not just the library?
Structures and items therein, not just the library.
Okay, does it say that he's... Okay, does that mean he's allowed in, or that he can come in and do whatever the fuck he wants in, as well?
You can't tell that with a 19.
Motherfucker.
Krellian grits their teeth, just sort of looks at Mr. Fox, nods, and will sign it.
A pleasure doing business with you.
Right.
It is still your turn, Corellian.
Awesome! In that case, I can see Sindrae you mentioned. I will...
Yes.
I'ma chuck a javelin, I guess.
I like the way you said that. Made me happy.
That's a hit.
Great. In that case, it does 8 piercing. Wait, I can chuck 2 javelins. I'm
Two
gonna
whole
do
javelins. That
Two
one does
whole
not hit,
javelins.
Unfortunately.
That's fine.
He's gotten too strong.
But the javelin gets stuck in some gears within Sindrae's chest and goes... crunches inside her, sending shards into her eye.
Ooh!
You're fucking this thing up now. Good.
And then I'm gonna use, if I can use some movement, I'm going to sort of duck around this way, out of view, direct line of sight. Yeah, okay.
Okay. Malifane.
Malifane is going to zoop forward and take another pot shot at Sindrae. Actually, wait, let me double check something. I'm just trying to... Okay, yeah, he's gonna take another pot shot at Sindrae with his bow.
That is just barely a miss. There's like a bunch of steam gathering around Sindrae now, and it throws off the aim just enough that the bow shot goes wide.
Alright, in that case, he's going to dip back, sort of behind cover, and use a bonus action to hide. Let me roll.
Okay. You're reasonably sure you're hidden from Sindrae. Zutzag's going to continue the proud tradition of taking pot shots. That is a hit to Sindrae for 15 damage. Sindrae does not, in fact, misfire once hit by a gunshot. And he is just out of range of being attacked by attacks of opportunity. So Zutzag's gonna book it.
I can appreciate this, guys, I know.
Alright. Sindrae is going to, since a bunch of people were shouting, "Down here!" for where they plan to run, wham! Drop down so that she's directly facing them. And just, spray more oil while cackling. Dexterity saving throw time for Trevlon, Thavagat, and Zutzag. Zutzag made it. He is not covered in oil.
Yes.
Oh wait, no, he was covered in oil last time, and it lasts until the end of Sindrae's next turn, so... Zutzag and everyone is still covered in oil. Trevlon's just covered in more oil now. Sindrae
You get away from him.
stomps over, looks down at Zutzag.
Insolent little creature that does not know when to beg for its miserable existence. Let me show you your folly.
And she is going to lean down and try and chomp her whole frickin' mouth around Zutzag. That's a hit.
No!
That's a lot of damage!
That's a lot of damage.
Alright. And she has multi-attack, so she is going to reach out a claw and try and smack Zutzag. That's a hit to Zutzag, unfortunately.
Oh, man.
That is a lot of damage. And then she's just going to swoop her tail around and smack him in the face with that. But tail does not hit. However, Zutzag looks really bad off.
Oh my god, he's alive, my beautiful son.
Trevlon.
Okay. I can't think of anything else to do but, run, I guess. Trevlon's going to dash 50, so 10 spaces.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You did it.
You did it. Alright. So, it is now Snalgu's turn. She cannot see Sindrae through there, so she's going to lean over, peer around the corner to see if she can see from here. That's a success. So Snalgu's going to double check and see what the least area of effect spell she has is, so as to not smack Zutzag in the damn face. Or herself in the damn face. Unfortunately, there's not a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, all she has are cantrips at this point. So she is going to try and throw a Ray of Frost at Sindrae. That's a hit. Ice flies from Snalgu's hand and strikes Sindrae in the back.
Yes.
For... Ooh. 14 cold damage.
Nice.
Sindrae is continuing just to leak oil and clockwork parts. She's looking pretty bad, but she is still standing. I'm going to double check a spell really quick to see what Mr. Fox would do in this situation.
Sure.
Okay. Mr. Fox is going to go over here, point his finger, and shoot necrotic energy from it directly at Sindrae. So, she's going to have to make a saving throw. That is a success, so she only takes half damage from the necrotic blast.
Oh.
Meaty.
Nice. Meaty boys! Alright. That is his turn, as he just blows smoke away from his finger. Thavagath!
I mean, how's... sorry, I'm just zooming into his name real quick. How is Zutzag doing right now?
Zutzag is looking real bad. Sindrae's also looking real bad.
I guess it depends on whether or not you want to try and kill the fucking dragon.
I kind of just want to make sure Zutzag doesn't die, really.
That's 100% valid.
There's a way to do that. Kill it before it
Kill
kills
that.
you.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, in that case, bugger it all, Thavagath is just... Oh, what's the wrong... There it is. He's just gonna... shove past Zotzag. So he's standing right there. Push the Zotzag just a little bit out of the way. And just... Say it with me. Wax the fuck out of him with Spider's Edge. And
With rage.
Twice.
Rage.
Oh,
Rage.
shit, I thought...
Please rage.
I thought my rage wasn't... Why is my rage not on?
We turned it off when you were
No, the
healing.
tick's still on. I've still got the tick on.
Neither of those hit, and you are unused to the weight of Spider's Edge with just one hand, and not another one to counterbalance. You embed it in the side of the cave wall and stare directly up at Sindrae as she leans over you and cackles. Momo.
I want to cast Toll the Dead at her ass.
Okay.
Please, 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 please.
I think that's a failure.
Wait, really? Really?
Yeah, she has advantage on saving throws against magic, but her wisdom's not high enough to avoid that. So yes, a loud bell rings through the air, and she starts to take damage from some unknown source. Actually, Momo, this could be interesting. Make an Arcana check. I want to see what's gonna happen.
Okay. Oh god, please, please,
Please. Please.
DMT gods, please.
Okay.
Oh.
So I'm going to add up both of those sources of damage as the sheer fury of Sindrae killing your mentor flows through you, and you overpower her will to send just pure necrotic energy into her. She seizes up, slumps over, then turns and looks your direction.
Such anger in your heart. People will sing my name like you, last Ericalcross, and I will remember your face forever.
Corellian.
That's a scary fucking dragon, dude.
I barely understood what she said, but I'm already terrified.
Sindrae's looking real bad, alright?
Real bad.
Alright. I'm going to take a breath. I'm going to, as I pass by Snulgoo, I'm gonna lightly rest a claw on her shoulder and say, please stay alive. And I'm going to move 20, 25, 30, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to Misty Step the last 5 feet. And I am going to, plot as much as I can.
Okay. Alright. Both of those hit.
That's gonna hurt.
As Sindrae speaks, you leap into the air, driving your war pick into her exposed heart, again and again and again. And with one last gasp, you hear the ticking stop. The wings just flop down to the ground, and bits of clockwork and bone collapse in on themselves.
Gods. Krellin just sort of like slumps against Sindrae, against the cave wall, just covered in oil and clockwork, and just head in hands.
From nearby, you hear slow clapping and turn to see Mr. Fox looking over your work. I'm glad we could come to this mutually beneficial arrangement.
Cheers. Enjoy your tea.
He takes a sip and disappears.
Okay, Alex, real quick, could you choose either even or odd for me real quick?
I'll roll a dice for it.
Yeah.
Even.
Alright. Thabagath raises his hand to give Corellian a big old thumbs up with his left hand.
Oh.
With his
no.
You just see Corellian's eyes go incredibly wide, and like they basically like stagger to their feet, like claw outstretched, and just pap you for like 5 lay-on hands to at least staunch the bleeding.
Thank you.
Are we out of turn? Are we out of combat, by the way, Alex?
You're out of
How much
combat.
is that again?
And then I will move forward and use the last of my lay-on hands on Zutzeg, which is 2. Just
Okay.
my claws are trembling at this point, and I just
Sorry, how much was that, lay on hands?
5.
5, thank you.
Zutzeg gets 2. Corellian's claws like tremble, and at this point they're just against the wall, leaning heavily on Warpick, just.
All right.
Jesus.
The crumbling of the caves around you, the panic of running kobolds, stops as you all sit with each other, resting against the wall, bruised, battered, bloodied, and covered in oil.
Thabagath's gonna make a strength to try and get his war pick out of the wall.
Yeah, you,
Can I assist?
Sorry,
with that?
not his war pick, it's great.
you just pull Spider's Edge back out.
Oh yeah, go.
Corellian, you killed a dragon. Oh, mercy. Mercy me.
All hail Corellian, Dragon Slayer.
No, it's everyone alright.
We're all alive. Right?
You're all alive.
Yeah,
That's
despite everything. Yeah, says Snalgu.
Oh, the gods. Oh, thank God you're all alive.
Thabagath goes over to Corellian and gives him a big old hug. And just starts patting his back and saying shit like, "No, if you were a Goliath, you'd have the name Dragon Slayer by now."
Corellian just sort of like, you feel him sort of like nod in the hug and just a little shake. Just, sorry about your hand.
It's flesh wound.
Travelon would like to roll investigation to see if there's any identifiable sigils or anything that we didn't notice before about Sindrae. Basically, that would be of notice. Something important. Could I roll investigation for that?
Sure.
Okay. It's the one thing this is one of the things you're good at, buddy. Don't shit the
Malafane
bed.
will help you.
Thanks, buddy. Investigation.
Okay. You do a pretty thorough search of Sindrae's body. The exact sciences and magics of what made it tick are pretty much beyond you. There appear to be a couple of painted runes, looks like necromancy-related ones. And several wires that are busted beyond repair at this point. But you have a pretty good feeling there's nothing about Sindrae's body you didn't already know.
With that in mind, Travelon would like to take Sindrae's one non-mechanical eye.
Gross.
Gross, but it will make a very good point when the time comes.
Alright. How exactly do you plan to remove the eye?
I'll help.
I'll just use I guess I'll just use my dagger. I have a dagger. Huh, great.
Teflon, can I have it?
I think you've earned it. Keep in mind, though, it might be a useful, tool if we need to do some convincing that we're not going to be fucked with anymore.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Please
I
put it away.
You got it.
It's
Put
kind
that
of
in.
disgusting.
It's, yeah, speaking of which, Thav, are you okay? Thav, your hand, oh no.
Oh my god!
I mean, it doesn't hurt yet.
That's
I mean, are you sure that's not just because everything hurts?
Smelgu looks over. That sounds like shock.
Yeah, that's about it. That sounds about right. When do I start freaking out?
Whenever you know what, do it at your leisure. Do it at your leisure, it's fine. You know, just, it takes a little bit of time. You know, just...
Need help with that eye?
No, we got it, thank you.
Okay.
Momo's gonna hug Thavagath, like, on his leg and just... Yeah.
Stangu, no, not Stangu, Zatzak, buddy, you look like, well, congealed death. Are you gonna be okay?
No more peanuts for me, stewardess, says Zatzak.
That's my boy. Oh, merciful hells. Stangu, do you know the way out?
Yeah.
What say we go that direction?
Alright. Slowly but surely, you limp your way out of the Kobold Warrens, back to the inn, and pass out.
Yeah.
Ooh, question, before that happens, could I try and attune to the belted dwarven kind?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a long rest, so...
Sweet. Let me, I'm gonna try that and just, hold on a second. You guys talk.
Could I also get attuned to the amulet?
Absolutely, yes. Momo, you have a little bit of trouble going to sleep. You just look at the amulet, think about the man who gave it to you and how you'll never be able to see him or talk to him again. And you hold the amulet close to you, wondering, what is this thing? Why did he give it to you? And you hear the sound of whooshing wind. Then you open your eyes, and the wind, it's not coming from outside, it's coming from in your room, in the chamber you're in. And then you feel it, this repeated gust of wind, like there's a fan blowing against your chest, as the amulet starts glowing. And from within, air swirls out and slowly swirls around and around until it basically assembles into the form of a tall Aarakocra with long neck and a long beak, with silvery skin and pink gold feathers, kind of flamingo-like in head build, but eagle-like in body. And the wind slowly stops. The figure opens its eyes, turns to you, and cocks its head.
I also cock my head. I'm kind of like shaking. It's like, what the fuck is this? But at the same time, wow. Hello?
Hello there, she says. You must forgive my curiosity. I had thought there were none of us left in Irion.
I get that more than you think. I'm unfortunately, the last one, as I've been told.
I see, she says, slowly nodding.
Pardon my asking, if you don't mind, who are you?
I am Sirenita. Momo, make a religion check.
That's a sleight of hand.
You slip the amulet under your collar, like, oh, mine
Go
now
away.
forever. Momo, you took a particular interest in this story when you were reading about gods from all across the 10 realms. It is said that Sirenita is the patron goddess and creator of Aarakocra.
Oh.
Sirenita? God is... you...
It is quite alright, it is quite alright. I mean, there aren't very many people who worship me in Irion. Humility is expected.
I am so sorry if I disturbed you in any way, I was given to this by my master, and
Disturb me? Child, what else would I be doing?
I don't know.
There, you see? You don't need to apologize on my behalf.
Why were you... What is this amulet?
Well, in ancient times I made this locket to control elementals of the air in the elemental plane of, well, air. Inspired by this, my children learned to control the elementals themselves without the benefit of lockets like these. Unfortunately, with so few people who believe in me and so few of my children in Irion, the amulet's power has waned considerably since its creation.
Is there a way that I could fix it?
In time, I suppose. But for now, what power it has to offer, as the last Aarakocra of Irion, I can think of none better to carry it than you.
Thank you. My mentor, my master, told me that it used to belong to my parents. And I didn't know why he gave it to me. Why did my parents have it? That's a question.
I am uncertain. It is likely, perhaps, that they were practicing priests of my order. That would give them access to a holy relic such as this one.
Let's see. I'll use it in your honor.
I would be most grateful if you did.
He bows his head and holds the amulet close. It'll also be a dear reminder of my closest friend, who unfortunately perished.
While I might not have the full powers of the god I once was here, I'm glad at least I can be of service in that regard.
He smiles a little bit. A tear trickles down his face and he wipes it.
Take care, young one. And call me again if the amulet is ready when you need me.
Yes, ma'am. And he closes his eyes.
The sound of whooshing wind fills the air again, and when you open them, Serenita is gone.
Was that a dream? I put the amulet back on my neck.
Excellent.
I cry.
Big cry sleep. Yeah!
Yeah!
Yeah! Oh.
Oh, my feelings.
Alright.
Alright. The rest of the night passes without incident. I say without incident, but Corellian, you've attuned to the belt of dwarven kind.
Towards once this is realized and once the attunement happens, Corellian sort of picks their way over and finds Stabagath. They have their bedroll sort of like pulled around them, sort of like huddled up, so that they're basically huddled up and hidden in it, and they just sort of nudge Stabagath. Stabagath? Are you? Can I have a word, please?
Of course. What's wrong?
In private, maybe. You just see like the bedroll kind of shrink a little.
Oh. And Thabagath immediately turns into like parent mode, thinking, "Oh shit, he has to have the talk with Corellian." Okay, follow me, I guess. And we head up to Thavagath's room. Moment we get in, Thavagath closes the door behind them. Just kind of paces a little bit, sits down on the bed, and just clasps his hands together. Okay, so when the man and the woman, and sometimes
Thavagath.
What?
I was married, you know. I do know how that. It's something else.
Oh.
Caroline will sort of like let the bedroll fall a little bit and expose the fact that yes, indeed, the belt of dwarven kind has taken its effects, and just they sort of have the razor in one hand and just don't know what to do. I don't know how to get rid of this. I'm sorry. Can you teach me?
Of course. And Thavagath, at this point, is a little bit taken aback because he never got the chance to do this with his one. And he's just kind of shakily grabs the razor and goes, "Yes, come to the mirror."
Yeah. You are right-handed, right, Thavagath?
Let's hope.
Oh,
Perfect.
Yeah,
Thavagath gets a small bucket of water, just kind of soaks Corellian's face in it. And I guess maybe one of those, except fuck. Hold on. I got something that can fix this.
I'm holding.
Rage. No, sorry, that was a misclick of the highest caliber.
You angrily jam your razor into Corellian's throat.
Please.
Okay, so all right. Well, I'm going to work this in a different way. I'm going to do a bit of my own narrative, if that's all right, Alex.
Okay.
Just fuck it. So, Thavagath kind of just pulls Corellian's cheek a little bit and slices the razor in an upwards fashion to get off a little bit, and accidentally cuts him just a teeny tiny bit. Thavagath shits himself and goes, "Oh fuck! I'm sorry,
it's fine. It's fine.
Okay,
I'm not made of glass."
And then does it again. There we fucking
Nice.
go. I like it.
Go.
Okay, Alex, now you can go.
All right. So now that you are not angrily shaving someone, it's a little difficult at first because you don't regularly shave, and you haven't had to teach anyone to shave for quite some time / ever. But eventually, you do get the hang of it, shaving this tiny kobold child with a dwarven beard that is completely out of place on his face.
You know, it's a bit weird with your scales, but try to shave against where the hair is going, and just kind of hands the razor to Corellian.
Yeah. All right. It shouldn't be too bad. Scales on my face are smaller anyway. Just for funsies, let's do a sleight of hand, I guess.
Okay.
I bet I fuck this up.
Ooh, believe in you.
Ah!
You are very good at shaving, apparently. You'd almost think there wasn't ever a beard there to begin with, which would make sense because you're a kobold and they don't grow beards.
Oh, the thought of Corellian with the facial hair makes me feel things.
Just kind of, just like mini claps, just go, okay, good, pretty good.
Thank you, Thavagath.
If you ever need help, you can come back to me. I appreciate you confiding in me.
Yeah, I guess I don't really know who else I would have asked. I mean, it's not like Momo's young and Malaphane's Malafane, and I don't
think
I could
knows
look
how to shave.
Trevlon in the eye. Well, that too. Exactly. I don't think I've ever seen him shave.
I shave. I swear.
I shave, says Cousin It.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't mention it to anyone. It's kind of a little horrifying and embarrassing, to say the least. I never expected... I mean, I knew the effects, but...
Like, Thavagas just kind of places his big, meaty hand on Corellian's shoulder and says, "How about this? Why don't we go downstairs and drink until we both forget?"
Gods above, that sounds like a really good idea.
Technically, it's upstairs, but it's been a while since you've been in the tavern, so...
Hell's yeah.
To the next level.
To go even further beyond.
Even further
First
beyond.
round's on me. First round's on me.
Second one's on me. Let's go.
Alright. You venture upstairs to get drunk. It is now mid-morning.
Hell yeah, getting drunk at mid-morning.
Mid-morning. Eventually, Zutzag and Snalgu make their way into the cavern. Zutzag pretty heavily bandaged. Snalgu just kind of like gesturing where he should go, but otherwise not helping him until Zutzag finally gets a seat at your table. "We killed a dragon!" says Zutzag, taking some random glass and raising it up.
Clink.
Thavagath grabs Corellian by the wrist and just lifts it as far as Corellian can reach. No, this one killed the dragon.
No. You should, please. Corellian, like, sort of, like, winces and, like, looks around, to see how
We all
occupied...
fought it, but this one slayed it.
Oh my... Thavagath, please! I'm gonna get run out of town even more than before. I'm gonna get my throat slit in my sleep.
What?
You know...
Bear in mind, I'm still very drunk.
Yeah.
Yes, folk worship dragons around here. Specifically Sindrae.
I mean, technically I'm in charge, but I still wouldn't go around, yelling that,
said Snalgu.
Not to mention... Sorry, go ahead.
You go first. I was just going to say that Trevlon's going to wake up in a minute, but you do your thing. Do it.
Yeah, you are in
My
charge,
apologies.
but not to mention, I doubt anyone's seen Zokti around.
Neither hide nor hair of him, says Snalgu.
Typical. More of a coward than anyone in this city.
I mean, that is how you become king of the kobolds, apparently, by being the most paranoid asshole in a city full of them.
Yeah, willing to give up everyone else's life just to save your own sorry stinking hide. I'm glad to have you back, Snalgu.
Good to be back, kid.
As that conversation finishes, I suppose the rest of us come up the stairs.
Alright. Malifane seems oddly quiet, but Momo and Trevlon are there.
Well, so that wasn't a dream. We did actually do that. Well, fabulous. I am full of energy and pain. Mostly the pain thing, but energy too. I am... Let's take a breather from next time we try and do something that stupid, yeah?
Yeah. Doing stupid things is our job.
Oh, that definitely is. You know what? No, I take it back. That's true. We have to do stupid things. Next thing we do, we have to kill a kraken or something like that. Hey, is a Tarask available? Let's kick its ass. Anyway.
Come on, please. Don't fucking jinx us.
You pulled the Tarask card!
God damn it.
Trevon looks at Snalgu and says, I heard right? You're running the show now, yeah?
Well, given the absence of a king and the absence of a dragon, a former priestess of the dragon would likely be the one that people would turn to for figuring out what the fuck they're gonna do with their lives.
Are you gonna take the mantle of queen, or are you gonna do something more
Oh
sophisticated?
god, no.
Please, if I ever get the idea to dress as gaudily as that little asshole, shoot me in the face.
Gotcha. Well, I don't know if I'm comfortable with using a gun because it'll blow my hand off, but I will do something to that effect.
I am, says Zach, raising a hand and taking another chug of ale.
Good.
Gaff was not listening, but sneezes anyway.
Sneezes. Well, Smelgoo, are we going to get our asses kicked when we try and get out of, this town, or do you think we're going to be okay to just take off?
I mean, you could probably just take off. Zutzag and I were going to this afternoon.
Fair.
Apparently there's some kind of oil rig and a lot of trouble going down there, so I probably need to go in and clean up the mess of whatever Zakti did to get him in there.
They were harvesting, blackwater for Sindrae.
Shit. Well,
if you wouldn't mind me throwing a word in, they used a lot of halflings as slaves to power the place. I know it's not my place to say anything to this effect, but try and get it shut down if you can. I know it's difficult and it probably isn't possible, but at the very least cut back on the slavery. Maybe.
She just kind of stares at you.
I mean, we... out of character, just to make sure I'm not misremembering this, we did
free the
stop
slaves?
the drilling operations, right?
Yeah, that is
I am
correct.
remembering that. Yeah, okay.
drilling
In that
is
case,
stopped.
just making sure. Well, the drilling is stopped at least. Funnily
That's
enough,
true.
that was another one of our
That
stupid
was one of us.
jobs.
That was one of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that one.
Yeah, it didn't go the best, but there's still a lot of shit, a lot of tension, a lot of nonsense going on, I'm sure.
Great.
Ooh,
Dealing
if
with
you-
a bunch of angry marrow. I am so looking forward to that.
Oh, well, here's the thing. There's one Marrow who is a bitch, and you should be careful of her. She's the High Priest, she's a bitch. And the Sea Queen is the one that they worship, is beautiful, and you should cherish her like, the sun. She's great.
Trouble
Yeah, that's
it's
my
not-
advice.
Trouble, keep it in your pants, my god.
I'm not... It's just... It's not a romantic thing. I just think she's cool because she liked my music.
Right. Well, is there anything else that I suppose needs to get done around here, Snuggo?
Well, if you need to pick anything up, now would be the time. I'd say get it done before this afternoon if you want to go anywhere kind of southeastward. Boat would be a lot faster than walking around the whole of Irion.
Very true, we'll have to try and hire a passage.
Higher passage? We're fucking going on a boat this afternoon, you dumb shit.
Oh.
Right. Thank you, as always, for illuminating the error of my ways.
It's what I do.
It's what
Can
you
we-
do.
Can we still bring Squishy in the cart?
I mean, out of character, yes, you can bring Squishy and the cart. It's going to be way easier to get them on a boat than it would be to push them out of Myrtil.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's probably great. I have an organ now that I need to try and push around as well. Why did I buy that again? Oh, I was afraid of death, that's why. I also have a dog. Yeah. So that'll be good.
You look at the
Yeah.
clockwork dog, who is just kind of waving its legs in the air uselessly and going,
Oh, good boy.
Wait, when did you get a clockwork dog? When did that happen?
That happened a little, before we went to fight the dragon.
Existential crisis.
His name is Barnabas.
Nice.
That's a cute...
he got
He's
smashed.
a good boy. He did get
stress
smashed.
spender. Yeah, Momo got jealous.
Yeah,
Jealous? Bold words!
Momo's the pet around here. I mean, what?
fucking...
I mean, yeah.
Don't. Don't.
It was basically the... Anyway.
Thav, can I take you aside really quick? I need to ask you a quick... Can I?
Yes.
Great. And Trev gestures for Thav to follow him into a hole that's a little bit less crowded and more private.
He does that.
So, I have a few questions for you. One, you're a fan of dark humor, right?
Usually.
Okay, good. Second question. Are you a fan of dark humor that involves you?
Usually.
Do you want to hear a poem?
Yes.
I must admit, I was a bit listless last night and I couldn't really write an article, so I wrote a limerick for you. And I know this is a very feeble attempt to cheer you up after things, but it's a start. There once was a man named Thav, who mighty large hands he did have. But when you hold them both out, to a dragon turns out that your number of hands will be halved.
That's outstanding. Oh.
Mate, I want to say that you saved both me and Zupzag back there. I don't think I tell you this enough, my friend. There are plenty of situations where I'd be dead if it wasn't for you. And I have lots of hard hearts with everyone in this little family of ours, but I want you to know that I thank you. Thank you, basically.
Theragath rests, or tries to rest a hand on Trevelyan's shoulder. Alex, odd or even?
I'm gonna roll odd.
Fuck, alright, the left hand again.
Trevelyan sort of for a bit kind of freezes and just looks at the stump and looks at Theragath.
Oh. And then quickly changes so it's the right hand.
We're gonna need to have... Do you... What's your opinion on hooks, mate? Yeah, my thoughts as well. We're gonna need to think of something clever for this. But we can't have that. You can't do very good high fives with that.
Theragath, admittedly, has not spent much time, in character, has not spent much time thinking about how to solve this little issue. Has pretty much only been focusing on the fact that it has happened. And let me just read what this does again real quick before I do it. Okay. Theragath is actually going to cast... is going to think for a second and is going to cast Entangle. Grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in 20-foot square starting from a point within range. But is going to try and cast it as the origin point being the stump, and is going to try and control it enough so it's more of a useful shape. Hand, potentially.
Like Make an Arcana check.
That's fucking cool. That's really cool.
Please be a high one. I really want this to work.
Please.
Which one? Arcana, yeah, there it is.
Oh my god!
What the fuck did you think would happen when you cast Arcana on your hand, you big dumb idiot? There are vines everywhere. They're grabbing you and Trevelyan. They have burst through your flesh. That hurts. That shit hurts.
Trevelyan tries to cut himself.
What the fuck? Drop the spell!
He drops the spell.
The vines wither away.
Yeah, maybe not that, mate. I didn't realise you hated limericks that bad.
Sorry, I saw it on TV once. I thought...
What the fuck is a TV?
Wait, hold on. I heard the town crier describe it on their Saturday Night Lives or whatever he calls them.
Trevelyan looks at Corellian, who has popped his head in. Mate, I think Thav's a little bit upset about this. Do you know anybody in town who can make him a fake or a replacement?
Well, I mean, I was going back to my bosses to pick up the thing that I had commissioned. Probably ask her, or... I mean, Zupzag. Zupzag!
Yeah?
Where'd you get your eye done?
Dude in town, I think his name was Snorn.
Well, wait. Was it Snorn or was it Snorn?
Okay, I know it wasn't Snorn, definitely wasn't Snorn. I think Snorn for sure.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Well, do you think... Yeah, we should drop by Snorn's later. See if maybe...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Snorns.
Yeah. But
Not
not
Snorns?
Snorns. Yeah, see, you've got it.
I don't. You know what? Sure. I'm just gonna.
It's in the pronunciation.
You know what? We killed something big and stupid by sheer luck, so you know what? I'm just gonna let it keep riding. Let's just go. You'll get your head fixed. It'll be fine. Oh. We have at least an afternoon to get it done anyway. I think I'm gonna probably stay here and write about Trapfest. I don't think I'm gonna try and say that I fought a dragon, because that's not gonna fly. Yeah. So.
Wait, don't you have that eye for proof?
That's Momo's. You can have that. Trevlon sort of yells at Snalgoo. When you guys are getting ready to go, you want to pop back in here so we can all go together?
Sure, why not?
Fabulous. Sav, do not do that again with the whole Vines thing. Great idea, except it wasn't. Corellian, make sure he doesn't do the Vines thing again. And, keep safe. Oh, yeah. You know, we might still be getting some dirty looks, so just keep your heads down. Stay cool. Be fine.
Hey, Krillin will sort of head back to the table where everyone else is set up. So, prosthetic hands require a lot of cash.
How much do you mean by a lot?
Enough that I'm making oblique references to maybe we should see if there's anything that we can get from Sindrae's hoard to cover the costs, if possible.
Oh yeah,
Really?
says Snalgoo. We got a wheelbarrow full of stuff out here.
Oh, bitchin'.
You just left it out there?
I said property of Snalgoo. Any dumbass trying to steal it knows what they're getting into.
Very true. You've always been a
God.
very scary woman.
Okay, like, out of character. God, what a power move.
I know.
I love her so much. In and out of character.
It's like fucking leaving a bucket full of freshly made pies in front of the homeless and just writing no on it.
No, do not.
Yeah, there's just a picture of Snalgoo just glaring at you, and that's all they need to run away.
Christ.
No.
Okay, so let us examine the hoard.
All right.
Yeah.
You head outside, and indeed, there's a big old wheelbarrow full of gold pieces. There look to be, in total, 5,000 gold pieces,
Ooh.
1,800 platinum pieces,
Whoa.
several sapphires,
Ooh.
a porcelain statue of a wolf about hand-sized, an ebony mask inset with pearls, a bolt of silver cloth, and two, basically, tablets encarved with old draconic runes. One made of marble and one made of rosewood.
Can I read them?
These look to be old religious texts, basically.
Out of my wheelhouse.
Would Trev be able to roll Arcana to see if any of this stuff's magical?
You know what? There's one part of this that I forgot, thanks to the peacock card that is there. There look to be several scattered pieces of plate armor made with red scales.
Ooh.
What size are they?
Kobold size.
Oh.
The pieces of armor individually would fit a kobold. The size of the scales themselves are big.
Caroline sort of like from where they were looking over the rune tablets, just sort of one piece of armor catches their eye and just sort of all attention turns. I'm gonna yes.
Take
and
that.
As you pry that from the hoard, Snelgu looks over. Yeah. I think that was made from some of Dragatha's scales back in the day. They shared, he didn't seem to mind, so, we took them.
Wait,
Damn.
The one dragon that basically nearly ruined the whole place.
I know!
Dang. That's not a bad look. Huh. Well, how much is it between us then?
And for monetary purposes, and for calculation purposes, are we splitting the numbers you gave us with Snalgu and them lot, or is it just
You
ours?
are not. It's just you.
Alright, sweet. In that case, it's 1,000 gold each. And did you say it was 18,000 or 1,800 silver?
1,800.
It's platinum.
Wait, it's 1,800 platinum?
1,800 platinum, yeah.
Fuck, alright. I misheard entirely. So that's then 360 platinum each.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot of platinum.
That's a lot. Called platinum. Alright.
So, how much platinum again?
360.
60 platinum and 1,000.
And no scope's worth of platinum.
You can try to appraise the art objects from here. Intelligence check, I believe that would be, because none of you have jeweler's tools.
Don't worry, I'll make the intelligence check. Navagath being the smartest one.
Navagath is intelligent enough to nab all of it.
It's worth nothing, don't worry, I'll get rid of it. It's worth putting in that bin over there behind the jewelry shop. I was kidding. Someone please, smarter than me, smarter than Navagath, make the intelligence check.
Navagath, try to appraise things.
I'll do it.
You do it, buddy.
Malcolm will help you with that.
Sweet!
Go for it,
I
son.
don't know what that was.
It was pretty.
You
your
don't have
good
exact figures, but you're sure you could sell these for quite a bit.
Lots of money.
Lots of money.
Can Trevor make a history check to determine whether or not it's going to sell more in Port Mirandu compared or here?
Sure.
Good thought.
You know for certain where you can sell it in Port Mirandu, but that's about all you know. You're not an expert in the variable prices of jewelry and statues.
I'm just out of character. I am going to say it's probably better to sell where we've already had business, if not purely for a.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. As
Oh,
well.
it's you. I'll give you a decent price because you've come back. Cool beans.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Maybe. I don't know. Depends how vindictive Alex is feeling.
I mean, you haven't pissed off the jewelry shop owner at Port Mirandu, so that's one thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
The one person in Irion that doesn't hate.
Not the one person.
Okay, that's not in our immediate group. Anywho.
So, heading off to... Actually, Zatak, do you happen to know where Snorns is? You know, the one that hooked you up the eye.
Oh yeah, he's right next door to Snorn.
Which side of town again?
Snoring side of town, motherfucker.
He snaps his fingers. West.
West. Got it. Right. Thank you.
Wait, did you see,
out of character, would that be enough
West or
to?
east?
Absolutely fucking not.
Okay, good.
Half of the town is named Snorn. You think that narrows anything down?
I mean, it depends on if we're talking about Snorn or Tutzag. Are you feeling well enough to lead the way?
Absolutely, says Zutzag, chugging another mug of ale.
I would almost want to get that out of your system, but you'd probably be in more pain if I did, so have a shoulder. Have a shoulder, buddy, and let's go.
I love you, man.
I love you too. Come on.
Alright. You head out into the city proper as you determine that it's probably safer to move the wheelbarrow over to the boat, because once you're on the water, where's it gonna go?
True.
Yeah. So, as Snalgoo goes to do that, the rest of you head over to Plinkwhistle Artificeries. Once again, the door is shut, there's a keypad, and a buzzer on the side.
Alright.
No, stop it. Krellin just, like, presses the buzzer in the middle of Thabagath doing his keypad bullshit.
Alright.
Hi, it's Krellin again, here for the pickup.
You hear a and chunk as the door slowly unlocks and pries open. You step inside of the reception area. Paulette Plinkwhistle comes down, dragging a heavy-looking package behind her. Where the hell were you? I had this ready like 2 days ago!
Yeah, funny story, Sindrae.
Zutzek, who's still leaning on your shoulder, says, "We killed a dragon."
We killed that dragon, yes.
She looks down at Zutzag, looks over at you, back to Zutzag, back to you. Well, okay then. Far be it from me to question any of this bullshit.
Thank you for holding on to it, Paulette.
Yeah, I mean, I was probably gonna use it if you just left on me. Decent enough design.
Yeah, my friend would be very unhappy with me if I left it behind, for sure.
Probably.
I mean, out of character while we're here, is anyone else interested in things?
Oh yes! Plinkwhistle's Artificery has things for sale!
Please, where is it? Plinkwhistle's... thank you.
There are many, many things for sale.
She's good at her job.
It's almost like she's head of the fucking guild.
Mm-hmm.
Thavagath would like to purchase a hand axe.
Alright, cool.
Just in case.
Just in case. You fork over the gold and get a pretty well-made hand axe. Metal handle, really sharp blade. Looks nice.
But, sorry, from a mechanical standpoint, just normal hand axe, right?
Normal-ass hand axe.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt.
No, I would like to get two things.
Okay.
I want to get alchemist supplies and painter supplies.
Great. You're proficient in neither of those, but you will happily take your money and hand over some kits.
I can learn. I will adapt, overcome, and become.
The tinderbox for 5 silver, is that the gnomish one? That is definitely not a lighter?
No, it is not. That's just a regular old tinderbox.
Alright, how much would the gnomish tinderbox be?
A gnomish tinderbox is 50 gold.
Alright.
Gnomish army knife, the other thing she would sell, is 100 gold.
I'm getting both.
Excellent! The gnomish army knife unfolds into up to 5 different artisan's tools.
That is really cool. Is it a set? Is it a set type of artisan's tools, or whichever ones, or
whichever ones? I think.
Ooh.
If I'm reading this right.
All right. In that case, Tinker's tools, Smith's tools, since I'm almost proficient in those.
And you lost the old ones.
And I lost the old ones. Jeweler's tools. Then we'll go with, I suppose, navigators, and I'm not sure what else would be useful for the fifth one. Carpenters, yes.
Alright. Cool. Surprisingly enough, for the sake of convenience, she has that exact specification ready. That's the power of gnomish army knives, son.
Really something to be beheld. Okay, yeah.
Right, is that all you people want?
Yep. I'm going for everything and I'm happy.
Great. She quickly shoos you out of Flinkwhistle Artificery and shuts the door.
So, Snorns?
Wait, is it Snorns or Snorns?
It's
Oh my God,
Snorns, you
Thabagath,
big dumb idiot.
You pronounce those the exact same way, Thabagath. Come on.
I'm just trying to be cool.
I've never, guys, I gotta say, I've never been physically choked and been laughing still at a bit, but this is pretty good. I like it. I like, every time this bit comes up, I just... Oh, thank you for this.
Someone has to understand the intricacies of draconic pronunciation.
Exactly.
Right. The Snorns.
The Snorns. You go through the narrow streets of Murdeal and get to Snorn's house. You knock, and Snorn opens the door. Yeah?
Thabagath just kind of raises a stump, says, "Can you fix this?"
What the hell is that? You think I'm some kind of miracle worker?
Well, you made Zutag's prosthetic, right?
What? No, of course I didn't. Whoever told you that must have a big head injury.
Zutag.
Hi!
You could have said that you weren't feeling well.
I'm doing great. I don't know what you're talking about. We killed a dragon.
Zutag. Right. Sorry to bother you.
Do you know maybe where we could get prosthetics, or?
Like if you're looking for something to attach to the stump, maybe, but like, if you're looking for something custom made, that's gonna take several days and a lot of money.
Yes.
Both.
Do you know where?
Yeah.
Snorns, maybe?
Could you give us directions?
Yeah, you just turn over by Snorns, but make sure to avoid Snorns' place. When you get to Snorns, you make a left, and then you'll go past Snorn's house and Snorn's house, then double back a little bit, go between Snorn and Snorn's house, and then you should see Snorns.
Would it be futile? Would it be futile to try and follow these directions?
Absolutely.
Can I try to find? Can I help?
Momo, you just said Snorn a whole lot. There is no way you'll be able to follow that.
Okay, from a mechanical/storytelling standpoint, Alex, does Snorns exist?
Snorns?
In a level that we can get it, or are we going to be wasting the next half an hour trying to find a mythical Snorn?
You will find a Snorn. For the purposes of being able to find someone who will make you a mechanical hand, you cannot do that unless you decide to stay in Murdeal for several days.
Okie dokie, thank you very much.
Listen, yeah.
Let's just find somewhere else.
Yeah, ship's leaving. I'm sure we can find something to put over the stump, I suppose, somewhere else. Thank you for your time, Snorn. Much appreciated. I'll give him a silver.
Alright. And you head away from Snorns, passing Snorns, and realize this is just a whole maze of Snorns over here.
Anyone
Bad
else?
things go down in Snornville.
Eventually, you make it back to the tavern, Chevlon, I'm gonna have you make a intelligence check with the calligrapher's tools or whatever writing supplies you have to see how good the Trapfest article is.
As opposed to charisma.
As opposed to charisma. Oh wait, sorry, no. Use charisma, by all means.
Yeah. Is there... Okay. Do we have a room in this place, by the way? I want to ask that just before I start.
It's down in the basement.
Right. I'm going to go down there and gently place my the persuader on the desk and click the latch, activating its powers to give me advantage on charisma.
Alright.
Bang. Oh, that didn't really do anything.
Not especially, no.
Let me try... Okay, I guess advantage doesn't really work on that, so let me try that again. Charisma. That's better.
That's way better. Like, a flash of inspiration strikes you in the minute that the persuader is active, and you just feverishly write down all your notes and then transcribe from there.
Perfect.
All you hear is...
Yeah, done. I can make this legible later.
Welcome to writing. Hey.
All right. Soon after, Snalgoo arrives and is like, all right, you better be ready to go, because I'm shoving off whether or not you are.
All right. Cool. Oh, crap. I should probably... Would I be able to send a message to anybody? Are they even within range at this point? Or are they, Crap, how am I going to get in contact with them?
I'm going to say they arrived back and also hear that Snalgoo's ready to stand.
Right, fair enough. Trevlon raises a thumbs up and gets his stuff ready.
Right, let's trundle all this down to the boat.
After a long series of trundling, you eventually get down to the boat. It looks like a smaller, more personal watercraft. Here it is just for reference.
I love it!
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Really?
I'm fine. Oh, God.
You spill the contents of the hurdy-gurdy all over the street upon seeing the boat.
Is it a hurdy-gurdy or is it a barrel organ?
Barrel organ.
Well. You know what? Barrel organ, hurdy-gurdy, either's good. It's all great.
One of those two. But anyway, it's a smaller watercraft, looks like for more personal use than a big old galleon or a brig or something like that.
So cool.
Yeah. And eventually, you get all of the stuff on board, and are now on the water.
Just remind me not to look... just remind me not to look down into the depths of it. Okay, alright. And Trevlon takes a step away from the sides of the boat.
Not a boat person.
Not a water person, to be perfectly frank.
How long have you lived in Port Mirandu?
It's not... Okay, here's the difference between Port Mirandu and the ocean. Port Mirandu, full of little canals, I get that, but it's not, crazy deep. At the very least, you can sort of pull yourself out. The ocean? The depths? That's death. That's scary to me.
Suppose so.
Yeah. Don't mean to spoil the mood. It's just... Ugh. Anyway, I should probably try and play this pipe organ well and actually get used to it.
What is it again?
Pipe organ.
Pipe organ.
It's like a big... it's like a big movable organ.
Big old barrel organ, basically.
Yeah. Well, it's a barrel organ, I should say.
Thabagath, and this is something I've not actually been able to bring up since the beginning, but Thabagath has proficiency with bagpipes. Would that be of any assistance to Trevlon in any way?
Those aren't bagpipes.
No, I know, but it's still...
It's an instrument.
it's an instrument of organy.
Well, hold up. As a Scottish person, I can tell you the difference between a barrel organ and a bagpipe.
Many different.
Oh my goodness, Phil.
Well, I mean...
Yeah, I'm just gonna put a picture of what a barrel organ's like in the Discord chat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not all housing.
Something you would see in Old Town London in like 18 something something whenever they're advertising for hair products that actually make you go bald.
Something a snake oil salesman would trundle around to help sell his
That's
wares.
right.
Essentially, you have to program a song into this thing, which is
Right.
It's pretty whack.
That is pretty whack. But you know what? It is so weird that Trevlin had to have it.
You're valid.
Yeah.
Right. So, I did some sailing once upon a time. What sort of crew is on the ship, and will they need assistance?
This is a pretty advanced-looking ship. It looks like it's got a motor of some kind for autonomous propulsion and a steering wheel to tell it which way to go. This is a minimal cruise ship.
So, who's driving?
Snalgoo was like, well, that would be me, but I could drop you guys off somewhere along the coast if that's more convenient for you.
That would be quite lovely, actually. Someone who has the map right now? Curlian just sort of like holds out a claw until I presume someone hands the map over so that they can point out where Baton Rants is.
Okay. Snalgoo looks over there, nods. Yeah, that should be like just a day or so out of the way. That'll be fine.
Alright, thank you.
Cool. Alright, and the boat starts a-sailing. There are still random encounters on the boat, even though the usual roadside table does not apply.
If you make us encounter a kraken...
A kraken has gotten under fresh water! Oh shit, you're all dead! You're all dead!
Oh, it could. At least it's not a giant crocodile.
Oh fuck! It's a giant crocodile.
Bring back the giant fucking crocodile.
At least it's not gold.
As you sail along the coastline, you pass by a floating empty turtle shell carved with fish symbols, just floating on the middle of the water.
We'll grab it.
You can try. I mean, you'll have to swing close by and make a acrobatics check to lean over and grab it.
Oh my god, what are you doing? I'll
Thavagas
grab
will
him and hold him so that he doesn't fall overboard.
Okay.
Yeah, Thavagas is going to grab Momo by his teeny little chicken legs and is going to lower him as low down as he can.
Fuck you. And Momo is going to reach with all of his might.
Cool. Acrobatics with advantage.
Yeet! Okay. Come on, big B.
Alright. You pick up the turtle shell, bring it aboard. There is not a turtle in there, but you shake the shell, and some fresh fruit and coconuts fall out of it.
Huh.
How big is this turtle shell?
It's pretty big, like the size of a snapping turtle.
Dang.
Those things are huge.
Yeah, they're pretty big. Alright.
Do the carvings look decipherable in any way?
They look like fish.
Oh shit, I was going to check, see if there's anything wrong with the fruit.
The fruit is perfectly fresh.
Can I...
19 in nature, natural 20. You're kind of familiar with this. I don't know why, but you are. Basically, these are sent up from the swamps, usually along rivers, as floating dead drops of supplies, food, and the like. The fish is supposedly a symbol to help it remain safe on the water and not sink to the bottom and ruin all the fruit inside.
Huh.
My years of living on the mountains, I've encountered this many times. Don't worry, it's fresh. It's a dead drop. But wait, just remind me. Dead drop is when they do that, it's just to send it out there in the hopes that someone's able to get it.
Basically, yeah, just leave it behind. Yeah. Do not check on it.
Yeah, all right. It's perfectly safe. It's just for whoever can find it if they need it. We can put it back in the water and let it go on its way if you want, or you can eat it. It's really you guys' choice.
I'm not
I mean, this does look really fresh.
It does look very good.
Split it up.
Sweet.
Split it up.
All right. Congratulations. You now have dinner.
Yay!
I think I'll eat it now.
No. I think I'll eat it now. Bites air.
All right. Evening comes. Afternoon passes by without further incident. Early evening passes without incident. And late evening passes without incident as Snalgu pulls up to a shoreline.
Well, I suppose this is where we part ways then.
Seems like.
You know, as much as it is a shame that I won't be able to write how we did this, this was... Well, it was interesting, and I wouldn't have done it with anybody else. Thanks, both of you.
No problem, buddy, says Zutzag. I'm gonna go take a nap.
Snalgu, please promise me you'll keep that one safe.
What this little shit gets up to is his own thing, but I'll try and make sure he doesn't die.
That's good enough for me.
Before we head off, I'm gonna hug Zutzag and cast Lesser Restoration in an effort to help him at least a little bit.
Alright, he is not blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. He is just recovering from getting the absolute shit kicked in from a dragon.
Zutzag, take care of yourself.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Thank you. And, Krillin will sort of, before we head off, sort of pause by Snalgu. Thank you, Snalgu. Took your advice, by the way. Can't say it went well, but, you are pretty much always right.
I mean, if you didn't figure that out by now, there's no saving you, kid.
Krillin sort of, like, tentatively offers hug.
What the hell are you doing?
Never mind. Take care. God's with you when it comes to dealing with the marrow.
Yeah. Let's hope at least one of them's listening.
I think you'll find one.
All right.
Mizuko, the jeweler. He's alright.
Just as a quick reminder, of the cart and the carriage, which one got exploded?
The cart.
The cart, right.
Yes.
And the carriage is a 2-horse drive, yeah?
Carriage is a 2-horse drive.
Cool. Theragath is going to give Squishy a little pat in the butt to get him going, and is going to grab the other strut himself and carry the carriage out with him.
All right. You get the carriage. You get everything on wheels, including the wheelbarrow full of shiny shit, onto the coastline, and stop to rest because it is very late in the day.
Theragath will take first watch.
Cool.
I'll take second.
Yeah, I'll take a watch, and I'll have also help me.
All right. First watch, go.
Which one do I do for watch?
Perception.
I don't think is ever perception. It is. I think this is the first watch Theragath has ever done.
Theragath, you don't see anything. You're very sleepy. You just carried a whole carriage and wheelbarrow and everything heavy down. You're good.
This is why Theragath does not do.
All right. Momo, you're on second watch, yes?
That's right.
Awesome.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's all fine.
I just want to sleep.
Okay. It wasn't actually fine, Momo. As you start nodding off on watch, A big old wave crashes against the shore and soaks you.
Navagath beckons you to his corner to use his body heat to dry off.
Momo gets into his lap and falls asleep.
Alright. Momo, you go to sleep soaking wet. Corellian, nothing of interest happens on your watch. And morning comes.
Navagath wakes up and immediately thinks he's peed himself because of how wet the bed is.
I'm so dry.
Bitch.
Right. So,
How far away is Baton Rants?
Real close. I mean,
Right.
I wouldn't say it's more than half a day's travel, even.
Alright, let's get started.
Yeah.
Alright. So, you head along the riverside. Random encounter time, baby!
Hell yeah!
Yay,
Hell yeah, dude. As you head along the riverside, you pass by a copse of trees that have been just blown over by the wind along the riverbank. They look to have recently fallen, but otherwise do not appear to have anything noticeable about them.
Wonder what happened there.
How does the weather look?
Weather's fine. There's a light wind, exacerbated probably by the fact that you're by the seashore.
Wait, what is it that's fallen over again?
A bunch of trees.
Navagath is gonna... Okay, would it be nature or investigation to see if this is... See if you can see what pushed those over?
Nature.
If it was nature. No.
Probably a strong, mighty man like yourself.
Damn it, I've been sleepwalking again. I've been sleep pushing.
Oh my god.
No, sorry.
Alright.
I'm out of ideas.
Yeah, I'm good to keep going.
You keep on going, and turn around the bend to Baton Rants Hall.
Hooray! We
God, it
made
feels
it.
so good to be home.
Alright. The first thing you notice when you get to the hall is a total lack of hammering and sawing noises. The second thing you notice is that there's a moat now dug around the wooden palisades making up the wall around Baton Rants Hall. You pass through the gateway that serves as a quote-unquote gatehouse, getting a small wave from Mackie up in the watchtower as you do, and look around. It looks like there are several construction projects that were completed since you've been gone. Firstly, a whole new set of tenement buildings has been put up. There are now 3 tenement buildings.
Heck yeah!
Alright. Secondly, there are a total of 6 houses now, separate from the tenement buildings. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Thirdly, you see a crowd of people gathered around a new building with a simple painted sign reading, "The Noble Stoat" on it. The tavern is complete.
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah!
Complete and open, like running?
It is running. Mm-hmm.
Happiness noise.
Yeah. You also ask around. Apparently, expansion to the sewers has completed to cover more of the living areas.
Yes. Nice.
Yes. And you continue to look around. The battle ring is more cleaned up. It's dusty, but like dusty in the sense that it's maintained and is just dirt on the ground rather than people don't care about the battle ring at all.
Yeah.
There is a large marble building that you would wager is the bank building that Nalur Nulad said he would make. The barracks hall has been massively expanded, doubled in size. The farm that you set up has now fully converted to develop and harvest grain and only grain. There is now a clinic with a simple painted sign reading clinic off in the middle of Baton Rants Hall, within easy reach of everything else.
Mm-hmm.
There appear to be 2 merchants who are setting up wares, one selling general goods and one selling trade goods. And as you get into the manor, you can see, hanging on the walls of the trophy room, there is a framed and signed contract with the Journalism Guild. There is a room that is opened up to a calligraphy table.
Double perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And some books have come into the library. The complete works of Geisel, some books on necromancy, and some druidic texts.
Nice.
Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as everyone turns to welcome you back, Bert is the first one to walk up. He opens his mouth, looks down. He points. Hand.
Gone.
Why?
Dragon.
Okay.
That's not entirely accurate.
He dropped it in the gullet of a dragon.
And that is not a joke.
You know, at this point, I believe it.
Dragon's dead.
He killed it.
Bert looks over at Corellian, sees the dragon plate mail that he's carrying around. Okay.
Damn.
It's good here.
Yeah.
Things have been good here. Construction got completed, I'd say, 3-4 days ago. It's been nice to have some peace and quiet for a change.
Oh yes, definitely.
I can assume, however, from the fact that you're back, that you got a lot more gold and a lot more projects to do. And then you hear from outside, "Holy shit, is that a wheelbarrow full of gold?"
Yeah, that happened. Turns out when you fight a dragon, you get its shit. And it has a lot of shit.
Corellian turns tail and walks right back outside because they assumed that somebody else was bringing in the wheelbarrow, but I guess nobody else did.
I guess not. I guess they just left it over there.
Fuck.
Fair enough. Alright. I would actually, just off the bat, and anyone else feel free to jump in with this one, would like to buy some more farms for more specialized areas. Remind me what the specialized areas for the farms are? Because we got grain.
Grain, I believe... I have notes on this, I swear!
No, it's all good.
The specialized farms are crops, dairy, fish, grain, meat, and poultry. You have to buy a regular-ass farm first before you can convert it.
And how much is it to convert it? After you bought it?
Currently, farms cost $250, converting is $450 gold.
So is it $450 total or $450 on top of the $250?
On top of. So $700 total.
Right. So personally, I'm down for. I'd like to buy. I'd like to start buying the one for crops, and if anyone wants to help, that'd be cool for the one that wasn't poultry. What was the other animal one?
Meat.
Meat. Thank you. Yeah, crops and meat.
All right.
Anyone else want to help with that, or am I shouldering that?
Looking over stuff.
Yeet.
I will help you with that.
Yay.
Yeah. Also, enough stuff has been built that lifestyle has gone up generally to poor rather than squalid.
Hell yeah.
Yay!
We're poor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so farm 250, improvement 450, that's 3, 7, no, 8, no, 7. I was right the first time, 700.
It's 700 each for a full converted farm.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Thavagas just gonna straight up hand Bert 700 for the for crops.
All right.
So 700. There. All right. That's me for now. I'll just keep looking over it.
I have a question. I'm
Shoot.
looking over the whole thing. What are Thrykean?
So, you might notice that there have been a couple more people who moved into Baton Rants Hall.
Yeah.
There are two guys who look like walking mantises the size of men.
I'm sorry, what?
Interesting.
There are two guys who look like walking mantises the size of men.
Folk?
Yeah, are they?
They talked to us through drawing in the dirt, and they haven't tried to eat us.
They've not caused any trouble?
Nope, not as far as I can tell.
I'll let him in, then, you know.
Would Thamagath have heard of the Thrykean, or is this some kind of... It was just
Yeah,
like
I was going to ask myself.
Make a nature check.
I'll help you with that.
Nature.
Go for it, brother.
Let's put off.
All right.
Oh,
You have,
shit.
in fact, heard of the Thrykean. They're kind of like Goliath in that they are a nomadic and fairly isolated people. Thrykean live in the desert, though, and they tend to avoid literally every other civilized race they can. They are nomadic, usually self-sufficient, and you're not sure why they would move here.
I'm afraid.
Do we know where they are?
Yeah, they should be in the tenements.
Thav, if you want to come with me, we can chat with them, see how it goes.
I mean, we can, but like everyone else who's come here, they might just be seeking refuge. So I personally, for now, like to just leave them. As long as they're not causing trouble and we know where they are, they're good.
All right.
I'm sure if they're ready, we'll come across them at some point.
Yeah, we'll go and say hello and make our rounds eventually. Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, shopping list is still gonna be here in the morning if you just want to call it here, take an early night.
Oh, I was going to ask, but can you think of anything that we definitely need at the moment that we're missing?
Stuff that you definitely need, rather? Let me actually look at all this. Let's see here. You're doing pretty good with another farm coming on the way and a couple of merchants, if you're looking to spread in that direction. Tavern, I think the basic tavern is fine for now, unless, you want it to be the best tavern around, for whatever reason.
Well, there was an option there that seemed very interesting to me, at least.
Which one was that?
The information network.
Yeah.
Some juicy gossip would be nice, I think.
It would. It would add to upkeep, like, a lot.
Well, I'm going to spend my money on that, then. That'll be a good idea.
How much
for
is
me.
a lot?
It says per month. I meant to write 10 day.
Ah.
Oof. Cool. Trevlon pushes 25 gold pieces into Bert's hands. Hands. Good voice crack. Nice. And
Probably tavern furnishing might be worth it.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. You know what? I need a place to relax. I'd be willing to put 400 forward.
All right.
So Trevlon just sort of scrounges through the wheelbarrow and places 400, like takes a bag full of 400 and just tosses it over. Not tosses, gives it. He has 400 now. That's what he has.
All right. Tavern furnishing. Bert makes note of that. Cool. This is just going to be the basic level. You want to make it really fancy, you have to wait till the rest of it's done, by the way.
That's fair.
Remind me, Alex, the merchants and all their relevant stalls, they give money to us when they, don't they, over the course of...
Yes, every 20 days or so. The merchants and the tavern, but I wouldn't count on the tavern. It's mostly self-sufficient and investing in itself. Will give some money based on what they've earned.
Okay. In that case, it is worth investing in the merchants so that Baton Rants itself can become self-sufficient. So, what do we have so far? We've got general goods, don't we?
Yeah, you've got general goods and trade goods.
Trade. In that case, what's material goods merchant?
Material goods merchant. I am glad you asked. As I scroll up to explain what material goods merchants are. Material goods merchants sell specifically to and from workshops. Basically, any workshop in town that needs resources will have them. So, the workshops would be stuff like the calligrapher's table, the weaver's shop, the tinker's laboratory, all that stuff. That is what the material goods merchant sells to.
Good. Then yeah, fuck it. Anyone want to help me with that?
Sure.
How much is that going to be?
600.
600.
Okay, cool. It's 10 per platinum, isn't it? I'm willing
That
to
is
put
correct.
forward. I'm willing to put forward 20 platinum.
All right.
That's 200. 200 from Walrus. Hours, how much were you doing?
I'll put in 200 as well. 246.
Yeah, I'll finish it off with 200. And Jojo, were you wanting to do a farm, or was that me peer pressuring you?
No, I'll help out with that.
Cool. I think meat was the decision for what farm to put in?
Yeah.
Cool. Another 700 for that.
You want to go halvesies on that?
Yeah.
Sweet. 350 each.
Alright. Bert then clears his throat. Right, well, since you asked me about what I personally would buy, honestly, we're doing alright on all fronts, so there are a couple options you could go for. One is going to investigate whatever's down in the basement, make sure there's nothing down there. You know, since the other ghosts gave us ideas somehow for other buildings to build, maybe a third one will, who knows? Otherwise, you could try and build up the manor or get one of the big upgrades, like docks or a clock tower, work production facility maybe, if you want to start seeing more profit coming out of this place.
What do you mean by a work production facility?
I am talking about working complex. Basically, something that is going to build around the harvesting and production of a natural resource, like a lumber yard, or a mine, or a fishery, or something that basically will put the residents to work and get you money, which is going to heavily offset the maintenance costs.
Sexy.
It is, however, the most expensive item on the list.
Yes, I can imagine. Where is it?
It would be estate, 2,500 gold.
Estate, thank you very much. Working complex, 2,500 gold. Yeah, that's a lot of money.
It's not too much more expensive than the other ones, though.
Yeah. But we split it. Okay, if we split it 5 ways, then it's 500 each, but we can't exactly speak on behalf of Scott.
Yeah.
Alright.
In that case,
Travel's terrible. Travel's terrible with money. You could just put 100 platinum through.
Well, if that's the case, I would say you can wait to decide what big upgrade or other upgrade you get until next session.
That sounds smart.
Yeah, if you just want to remind us at the beginning.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right.
Just go through it again. I don't think there's anything I particularly am weavering for right this second.
Are we interested in upgrading things to Ishka's standards, or
Fuck that for now.
We'll wait till Scott is alive.
Yeah,
Okay.
those are all collaborative
he's
efforts.
got a chunk.
Got a big old
Change,
chunk.
rather. Oh yeah.
Yeah, anything for Ishka is a collaborative effort, because that's a lot of mons. So, yeah, Tharagath will content with pardon me, content with his decision. Tharagath is just gonna march on over to the stables and enjoy himself.
Great.
And for the remainder of the night, Tharagath can be seen drunkenly marching between the stables and the tavern.
All right. Anyone else want anything to buy, or can we call it here?
I think we're here.
I think we're good.
All right. You all turn in for the night, get some rest, and Momo, as you dream, you hear a whoosh of wind and see the image of Cyrenita appear before you, and is like, Momo, I remembered something very important that I feel you need to know.
Yes, my lady.
And that's where we're going to cut off the session.
You motherfucker.
You piece of shit.
You son of a bitch.
Why would you do that to my soul?
Anger.
Welcome to Fallen Empires. We have cliffhangers.
I know roughly where you live, Alex.
You're American. We know where that is.
Can't be that
You
big.
absolute mad lad.
Thank you for joining us on the last Camp Streamix week of Fallen Empires. Just because Camp Streamix is ending does not mean we will be. We will be back on Tuesday of next week. Next stream is going to be this Thursday. I have no idea what's going on. Maybe something. We'll see. But until then, take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.